What's up, guys? Uh, I just realized I probably bumped that camera at some point and I never actually got around to fixing it. But here we are. If it feels like I haven't uploaded in forever, that's because I haven't. I have had the last 2 weeks have been stupid as far as work is concerned. It's just been busy and like one thing after another. So my trading has mostly been pushed back to the daily time frame, really being more patient, and it's worked out fairly well. So we're going to go over some of the stuff that I'm in, some of the stuff that I'm looking at, and yeah, just update you on the Webull account, trying to keep transparency, trying to share what's going on with that. So first one that I want to look at, was it on? No, it's what do we got here? Well, let's go and pull up our positions. So the first one I want to discuss is Onto. That's the one that's working out beautifully. Let's go over here. And actually I can pull up, let's just go ahead and pull up the concurrent connection. Well, fine, never mind. If you're going to be that complicated. So I ended up getting in Onto due to the weekly candles and had a stop down there. So I don't think I got in the zone. I think it would have been before the zone retested, and I didn't scale in or anything like that. It was very much like a set it and forget it style trade. The main reason for it being we are just clearly in an uptrend. The weekly broke out, we pulled back, we consolidated. We technically broke below this zone. This is a dawn zone, by the way, so it's not just me making up a zone, but we broke below it, made this nice swooping pattern, and then we popped up above it, and I ended up jumping in long. Like I said, the weekly charts, that reversal candle kind of clued me off. When we started pushing up from there, I was like, all right, I want to be in this thing. I got my stop at break even. I think I've just been trailing on the daily. And as of right now, my stop is, we're actually going to bump that up just a little bit. And there we go. My stop is now, oh goodness, that's an annoying noise. My stop is above or below that stop. Let's close Webull on here, and that way it doesn't duplicate sounds. We'll go back to that screen in a little bit to discuss what's going on there. XP is the other one that on TradingView, where I have the zones drawn out, you could see this zone is based on this consolidation over here. We've retested it and fallen short before we try breaking above, gap below, retested, that whole thing. Came up, consolidated above, tried breaking up. We have failed making any kind of a higher high right here. So that's something of a curve going on. We got a gap down, we gap below, we pushed up, and then when we retested the type 3, I was like, all right, well, if it fails again, the rest of the market kind of feels like it's bullish to me. This one to me just looked like it was begging to break down. So I'm the only thing that's going on real strange right here, and it makes me wonder if there's some kind of a zone further back. Probably something like that. That top is very suspicious. Okay. So what we have going on right here is this area right there. So we've got this consolidation right around earnings. We come back, we pushed up, we tagged, we broke above, we consolidated up here. Let's kick it back to the daily charts. That's something of a 4-hour, but that is a pretty solid daily reversal zone. Wick down to there. And so we're holding in there. I think what I am going to do with this one actually, while we're looking at it, is I will get my stop to break even, just because we're either going to see a continuation or we're not. So there we go. Stop is now at break even on that one, and we'll see if it continues or if it doesn't. That one is not very much the just follow the trend trade. This is definitely assuming it's going to break down a little bit more, so a little bit higher risk. As far as the other positions go, I am actually still in Amazon. I'm in an Amazon call spread that you can see we're down $32. It's got a couple days left on it. It's got like a week left on it. So if the markets are going to go stupidly bullish, it'll probably recover. And if not, let's see what Amazon's doing. No, actually, if we break below that candle, I'm probably just going to get out of that one. So I'll set an alert. That's not the best look. I wish I would have bought the bottom or something like that. That would have made sense, but we'll see where that one's going to go. So Amazon I'm in, Nvidia, that's a December play, right? So there's really not much point in talking about it. I'm bullish Nvidia. I did not jump in at the bottom here. And same thing, I did not jump in Apple at. I remember Don saying he was thinking about buying more at 170, and I did not buy Apple at 170. So kind of kicking myself for that one because that would have been perfect. Um, you know, just buy 100 shares and walk away from it. So we're gonna go ahead. This is old expected moves, by the way. If you're looking at those lines, you're like, why are we outside the expected move? No, I haven't updated them. When I say it's been a busy couple of weeks. I haven't even updated expected moves, like the most basic stuff. So I have not been trading spreads based on expected moves. That's for sure. AMD, I was watching it on the weekly. We pulled back into this area right here, and I mean, really, if I were going to draw a weekly zone, it would almost be more like that. Um, just because of this structure right here, the push up, the consolidation, and then the sell back off, pushed up, tagged it, pulled back down to here. And so we hit that. I think we started breaking above, and I was like, all right, I think this is going to be longer term bullish. So that's another December play. I realize I'm a little bit overexposed on tech right now, but both of them are working out just fine. And we'll keep a loose eye on them, but with that much time left on it, I kind of am still leaning toward the bullish side through the end of the year. I know that there's plenty of news and plenty of reasons that we could continue selling off. I don't know. I have a little bit of trouble seeing it. SPX, same thing. I drew out this trend line. I actually had mine on there before Don did. I know I have no video proof of that, but that trend line's been on there for a little while now. And Don noticed basically the same thing in a recent stream. So these are all weekly candles. I saw the weekly consolidation, and I went long. So I am long verticals for December on SPY. So plenty of time left on that trade as well. And I think that's about. Oh, IWM, I'm long. So this is one I'm going to be leaning in bullish. I actually did lean in bullish in my main account today, and I'm going to show you some of that trade. But this area down here, it would not surprise me to see something of a chop fest. So I'm going 60 days out on this one, waiting for the actual move up. This candle is a little bit concerning, right? Because we pushed up and then we came down hard and fast, which makes me think that financials are probably suffering a little bit. That's not good. I'm gonna get rid of that box. There's a zone in between there somewhere. Just because we have this, there's structure happening right around here that probably needs to be paid attention to. Trying not to sell myself too much, but I think that's what caused we got the gap above it, came back up. Lots of interaction right there. I don't like that. Let's look on the. Man, that wick is weird. So this zone is based on previous structure. I don't know what Don's zones are on this. These charts are outdated, but let's see if Don has anything on XLF. Okay, basically the same thing. Let's go to the daily and see what his. It looks like he's capturing something over here on the 4-hour, isn't he? That's what caught his attention. Consolidation, and then a retest of that and a rejection. So mine's a slightly wider zone, it looks like. I still feel pretty good about my zone based on this over here. Anyways, that doesn't look super good for XLF, so I guess that's the difference, right? If you're looking at Don's chart, is that a break and a retest and we're about to push up? Or is it more like mine where that's just a type 2 to go short and we're about to come down? And that's going to be the big question. I could see an argument being made for either one right here because weekly candle, like that's a pretty solid reversal candle. If I were going long based on the weekly, my stop would be right below that. I would not want it anywhere below. Um, I'm not going to go long or short directly on XLF, but I do like to pay attention to that sometimes because it can impact the Russell pretty dramatically. Um, so this candle came down hard and fast, but we've seen the same kind of thing over here, like pushed up, sold off, pushed up, sold off. Like this is just a chop fest, right? From the time that we were there till we broke out was 17 days. This is another instance of we broke out and pushed up, and it took us 21 days to get to that zone, and then we just came right back down. Um, and that zone is still like that's a very relevant zone. That is technically a lower high on this overall trend, but I'm still kind of leaning bullish based on this zone. So we got the retest. I'm leaning in bullish on the Russell now. The way that I'm expressing that trade in the Webull account is I already have my IWM vertical, so that one we're going to give it a little bit of time, or a little bit of time. It has till November 3rd. Actually, that's not nearly long enough. That's a little bit disconcerting. I thought I would have given it more time than that. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm not sure if I'm going to sell for premium or if I'm going to add another call debit spread. I haven't decided how long I want to lean in on this. My general plan of attack is if we break below this, if it like, when it comes to my options trading, I'm checking it about once a day. If we're down below this at check-in time, it's probably time to get out of that. I will be watching it closely for interaction like this, but the position that I'm in right now, uh, if we get out around 1700, that'll be about an $1,800 loss. This is not the transparent account. This is my main trading account. I'm very much looking forward to or looking for bullish deltas to come out of there, and then I'll make adjustments to continue maintaining deltas. So as the thing goes along, do something like that. I'm going to control capital as well, but pump up the upside premium by rolling in a wing or something like that. So I've got a couple of different butterfly style trades on right now. I'm not going to get into too much of them, but we're sitting pretty right now. I think I am still I'm positive 72 deltas overall on those positions. So um, and then this one's probably in a little bit of trouble. Um, if the market fluctuates a whole lot where we're at right now, it's in trouble. If the market just chills and sticks around, then it could be a big winner. So I hate running trades down to the wire like this. This one has 11 days to go, but we'll see what ends up happening with that. So I'm thinking of leaning in. Part of me is like I could sell for premium and then just stop out super early if I think this thing's going to fight against me. So on IWM, sell the I don't know, can I sell some like far out 66 puts or like a 66 60 or 166 165 put spread or something like that, and then just tag out of it, it comes below that. I'm the other thought that I have is probably, and I'm leaning more toward this one, would be something like uh, probably like the 180 181 call vertical for like December, because, and sorry to make this such a long video, IWM. December. I would almost be tempted to go to January on that. It's going to really suck if it. I mean, I could always roll for more time if that becomes necessary, but like for something like this, and then it takes 86 days for it to really get up to where I would need it to be profitable. Yeah, I would almost have to go 99 days out on that. And that's a very, very, very long-term trade, but like a 180, 181. Oh, the strikes aren't even there, really? Are the strikes not there, or is my program Nope, those strikes don't exist. Well, you suck. So I would have to go December. I don't like that. Max loss of 26, max win of 73. I probably move those closer. 37 to 62. And then you do like 4. So like $150 for $250, assuming that I get the overall trend right. And if I end up having to stop out of IWM, stop out somewhere around, let's just say 168 or 167, it would be roughly a $50 loss. I like that one more. So 178, 179. We're gonna put an alert on here, and there we go. So we'll see how that pans out. That would be about as much as I would want to scale into that, and then the full loss is going to be anything below that. But that's basically my trading right now. I'll show you guys the account recap. We're still down, but we are trending back in the right direction. The last 5 days have been pretty decent for us. You could see on the calendar here, and that's been largely because of MUSA hit profit last week, and then Disney. Oh, I forgot to go over Disney. Disney, I actually I sold. It was either this candle or this candle. I sold the call vertical. I think it was the first bearish candle that came in. I sold the call vertical. So that is, I sold the 187, 188 call vertical. So that's just outside of his zone, right around a type 2, but it was the 30 delta, and I felt pretty comfortable with it. We made a lower low down here, so I'm still kind of banking on this thing like curling up and over. And then I also did jump in short shares on that, which are red right now, because I wanted some hard deltas on it. So I had the soft delta exposure. I was more confident in that. When it started curling over, that's when I was like, all right, I want to jump in. And of course, if it bounces here, I jumped in at the absolute worst time. But no, if we're going to make a little zone, it's going to be like that, right? Oh, that sucks. I was looking at this when I drew that, and then I looked back over, and I'm like, well, I'm going to pretend that that doesn't exist. We're going to ignore that. Yeah, if I take a loss, I take a loss. No big deal. And that's it. So I'll stop rambling now. There's the account. So in the last 5 days, we're up about $100. We were up. It says we were up 300 at some point. I don't think we ever were. I think Webull doesn't know how to price options correctly. I bought the options data for Webull, so hopefully that'll fix that problem. But yeah, taking it nice and slow, putting on these trades more on the daily perspective, daily time frame. And I think I mentioned before I'm going to be leaning more into the Russell. I was going to try to do some butterfly related strategies. Oops, not that one. I was going to be trying to do some butterfly related strategies like, why is it, everything's broken. There we go. More like this stuff. And just come to find out that trading in on IWM doesn't work because there's no volume. Trading in on RUT, which is the Russell Index option, they're European style options. They're cash settled, and they are provided liquidity by market makers, so you will never have a liquidity issue on the RUT. Sometimes your fills aren't going to be great. You'll get filled at kind of a funky price. You'll have to fight for your price, but you can put some pretty decent positions on there. I think the biggest one I have on right now, yeah, I have 32,000 in this one position. So nice and boring, nice and slow. I can't go into too much more depth on those. But there we are. There you have it. I was gonna try to implement butterflies, and it just wasn't gonna work out. By the way, trades that I wish that I would have took, I tagged out of this and did not have an alert set down here. Can you imagine just not buying the type 1 on the perfect dip buy? Like just look at that trend. Look at that trend. Also, shout out to Steve. We're as long as schedules work out, I'm going to be talking on Monday. He's going to be showing me some of the filters that he uses on FinViz to find stuff that looks more like this, that looks like a straight, straight trend up. The stuff that has been working really well because you just buy the dip on the uptrend. I tagged out like right here. That kills me because I would have trailed a stop right there. Okay. Um. So yeah, we're going to be talking on Monday. I'm looking forward to sharing what little tidbits he shares with me. I think it's going to be beneficial for everybody because who doesn't want to buy something that's just trending up like that? That would be really fun, right? Just buy the dip on something that's actually trending, not like me where I'm still. Actually, I don't hate that. Are they doing a split? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna add on if it pushes up. I've been long on this one since like up here somewhere. My average price is garbage. I'm selling calls against it, but that one needs to get going. But I mean, look at that. That just that trend. That trend, man. So I've rambled on long enough. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if this wasn't coherent. Like I said, my brain has been scrambled. Work has been crazy. Uh, and I've got nothing else exciting to say because my trading has just been nice and slow and steady. So hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully we keep making some money, and we'll continue with this Webull transparency challenge. So I'll see you in the next video.